This is Take 20 with Maddie Kenzie Ziegler, an iHeartRadio podcast.
Hey guys, it's Kenzie and Maddie, and we're back with Take 20. Recently, we've been feeling, well, I don't know if you've been feeling, but I feel like I've been feeling super insecure about my body image and, you know, wearing a bathing suit while it's summer on social media. And I feel like we need to talk a little bit about that because I always need your advice.
I agree. I relate to that so hard. Recently I've been trying to take a little step back from social media. I haven't been posting nearly as much, not for any other reason, but just for myself to kind of work on my confidence without the comments and without the negativity. And I will say, like, I can't speak on this nearly as much as you can, Kenzie, because I don't know what happened for you to deserve negative comments, but Kenzie, like, and I don't want to speak for you, like, this is your thing to talk about, but it breaks my heart to see people online criticizing you for like the randomest things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, I mean, this was an experience that I feel like I dealt with a couple years ago. I think you took a picture of me in a bathing suit and I posted it, which I never really did. And I got a lot of hate comments, you know, criticizing my body, and I turned the comments off because I was reading all of them, which is something I have learned to not do. If I feel confident in that picture that I posted, I just need to let it be and let the people comment. And I didn't do that. I read all of the comments. I was beating myself up over it. My friends were like responding to people and just bashing on them, just being like, there's no reason, which is so nice. But I was just over it and I turned off the comments. I actually turned them back on recently.
Really?
Yeah, I was going through my Instagram and I saw that picture, because you know when you just go back just to look at, you know, things that you posted, and I turned them back on because I was just like, this is so stupid. I seem weak.
Good for you.
Because I just felt like I was being weak because I felt confident in that photo.
But also, it's okay to feel weak sometimes.
Right, but I was just over it because I was just like, I don't know why I let it get to me, because I liked that photo. I felt like I looked good in that photo. So yeah, I shouldn't let people tell me that I look a certain way when I'm confident. Yeah.
I think like that's a really good way to look at it. I think for us, we've been on Instagram for as long as we can remember. Yeah. I started an Instagram when I was 9 years old, which is extremely young to start an Instagram then, but it was so different then to how it is now. Mm-hmm. I would take a photo on the Instagram app, take it in one take, and I would post it straight to Instagram. I wouldn't think about it. And
I miss that.
I miss that so much, because now not so much Kenzie, because Kenzie is amazing about just like taking her photos and then just being like, okay, I choose these ones, I'm gonna post them right now. I overthink and I take a bunch of photos and I'm like, oh, like these just don't look good. I don't feel good in them. I feel like people are gonna think I look weird. And I feel like I have to live up to a certain standard of what I've looked at on Instagram. I think we get into, and I think I can speak on this for almost everyone, it's so easy to get into the rhythm of comparing yourself to everyone else.
Right.
And it's a toxic cycle, and I've tried to break it, but it's extremely hard to move on from that. It's hard to look at someone else and think, why don't I look like that?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I feel like every teenager feels that way. Even if, you know, I'm looking at someone that I'm like, wow, she's perfect. I want to be like her. I want to look like her. She's probably thinking the same thing. Like, I want to look like this girl. Mm-hmm. I want to look like this girl. And I think it's so hard because
it's so hard to feel satisfied with yourself.
Especially because of social media, which, mm-hmm. I mean, that will never go away for anyone, I know. But I like now that girls are just hyping each other up. Like, I feel like especially now, and this is weird because I feel like like to talk about TikTok again, but it's just like I feel like it made it such a safe space. Like if some girl is showing off her body, everyone in the comments is hyping her up. And I love that.
Yeah, I love it
we
too.
need that.
Also, I feel like we need to talk about the difference between and we don't have to get into this as much. It's just more like sometimes, and I think this is just the way that society has made it out to be, is that if a girl shows off her body, she's trying to sexualize herself or she's trying to gain something from it. Why can't we just, as girls, show off ourselves and our body to feel confident for ourselves?
Right.
Because it makes us feel good. Or we want to wear a crop top and show our stomach because we felt confident in the moment. Like,
right.
That's very much a thing too, you know?
And I did get that a lot when I, like, a few years ago, I think I was still trying to figure out what I was, like, my style and what I was wearing. And I was wearing a lot of crop tops, obviously. And I was getting a lot of hate for it because they were saying you are dressing way too old, you are blah, 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 like all of this stuff. And I don't know. I just feel like I can dress the way I want and no one should tell me otherwise because it has nothing to do with them.
Absolutely. It's your body. It's your photo. It's your, like, choices. You make those choices how you want to, you know?
Yeah. 100%.
What do you think, like, especially now, like, our generation, we've said this, like, we've touched on it in even other episodes, is just the fact that, like, our generation is amazing and so ahead of the times, I feel like, and just so educated and smart. And how do you think, like, looking back on old magazine covers or looking back on old editorial photos of, like, models that were huge in the 90s or even before then, like, seeing that image and seeing what the standard of beauty was to now, like, how much has it evolved?
So much.
Like, so much.
And I love it.
I love it so much. Every body type is accepted now. And no one should, like, I never look at a girl and I'm like, oh, you're this way. You're just, oh my gosh, you're beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone is beautiful in their own ways. Everyone's flaws are beautiful in their own ways. Cellulite is beautiful. Like, stretch marks are beautiful. I know it's hard to accept that. We have had a hard time, I think, in quarantine when we were settling down and not being active and just eating whatever we want. I think, like, we got into the trap of being like, oh my gosh, new things are happening to our bodies that we've never seen before. Like, what do we do? And I think, like, first of all, things are temporary. You know, your body fluctuates. You're going to go through phases of not feeling confident and then feeling confident, feeling fit, feeling not so fit. And I think, like, learning to just be okay with your body in that moment. I know it's hard, but it's something that we all should work on.
Right. And it also depends on the day for me. Like, sometimes I will be super confident that day. I will look at myself in the mirror and I will be like, wow, I actually feel good about my body. I actually feel good today. And then other days, you know, I don't feel confident. And that's fine because we're all going to have those days. And I feel like those days are really hard for all of us. But I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah. How do you ever, okay, I know we both feel this way, and this happens to us, like, quite often, is we'll feel really confident that day. We'll get all cute, we'll look in the mirror, and we're like, oh my gosh, okay, yes, let's do this, let's take a picture.
Oh my God.
And then we take the picture, and we look back at the photos, and we're like, that looks nothing what I thought I looked like in the mirror 2 seconds ago. What happened?
I know that
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know either. And it's always when I feel like not ugly, but I just don't feel like I look my best that day that the photos turn out great.
Right?
It always happens.
It's always flipped.
When you get all cute to take a photo, you take a selfie and you're just like, I can't do it.
I think it's just like the idea of being more candid. Right. That's, I'm using air quotes, like trying to be more in the moment rather than like really like being strategic and planning it out and being like, I have to get the perfect photo today. If you put too much pressure on it, then it's not going to happen.
Right.
You know?
100%.
I want to get back to being in my community group.
I want to continue having a soccer season.
So I can throw parties again.
so I can go to her parties.
It'd really be nice to dine in instead of getting delivery for a change.
So I can feel safe and protected for myself and my students.
We each have our own reason for why we're getting vaccinated against COVID-19. What will yours be? Visit getvaccineanswers.org for information on the COVID-19 vaccines. It's up to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
For your social media, do you now, because you've gone through the moments of like feeling hate from other people and feeling moments of like people criticizing you for your image, do you now just post for yourself, or do you still have that in the back of your mind, like, oh my gosh, what are other people gonna think when I post this photo?
In the moment, like, you've seen me, even with other things, like other social medias, I, take a picture, post it. I don't care.
She literally does her TikTok video in one take, and she's like, great, and post it.
But obviously, it'll be like a few hours, and I'll be like, oh, wait, did I actually look at that picture? Like, did I really look at that picture? And there's been several times where I've just deleted a picture because of that. But most of the time, I'm just like, I really do not care, because social media, like, it's important to a lot of people, but it's not that important to me. I don't feel the need to look a certain way, or like not look like this girl, whatever. If someone doesn't like the way I look, then that's their fault, because I don't care.
Also, guys, we have to remember Instagram is a highlight reel, essentially. Like, you, for the most part now, like, at least for me, I've realized I've been posting a lot of things that were like my best photo, or I wait till I get a really good one to post it, rather than just being like, I'm going to post a photo with my acne and in my sweats. Like, that's hard for me to do. Right. Really hard. And I've never felt that way until recently, or over the past year, because I'm too worried about not looking my best or what people are going to say.
Right. That's how I feel about, posting bathing suit photos. Like that I'm like, it's really hard for me to do. Because any other photo, it's just like a whatever. But sometimes I just end up not even posting it. I like the picture, and I'm just like, well, this is not going to be on anything, because of all the people being like, why are you wearing a bathing suit? Why are you trying to show off your body? Why are you blah, blah, blah? And just calling me certain names. And it's just like, well, I'm at the beach. Do you expect me to wear a winter suit at the beach? Like, I don't know. But, yeah, I think I've been getting more confident in that. Like, I've posted a few bikini photos this year.
I admire you for all of your photos, because you look so good, because you feel confident in the photos, and I can see it.
Thank you.
It's like a thing. Like, you can see it when when you feel confident. Oh my gosh, you can really see it, and it's so exciting to see, because like, there was a huge phase, and I think due to our dance background and our competition life, like, we were conditioned to look perfect at all times. We have been wearing eyelashes, like fake eyelashes, since literally the moment of like the age of 4.
Yeah.
And that is not normal. That is not something that is extremely common, like, at all.
Right.
But I think we've just grown up always being like, oh my gosh, we have to be the perfect, like, pretty girl. Like, we have to look our best, always like smile. And I think now we're like, oh, that doesn't really translate into everyday life.
Yeah, it's just not normal.
No.
It's just really not. I mean, I feel like a lot of girls in school, like, doing cheerleading and doing other things, like, can 100% relate, where it's just like, once you're out of it, like, once you're not competing, you're like, wow, I'm actually in the real world now, and this is so different than what I remember.
And crazy that we literally wear less makeup now than we did when we were like 8 years old.
I know, you were beating my face at 4 years old.
Like, literally, like, wing liner every day to class. But also we were being filmed, so that's like slightly different. Like, I wouldn't wear it.
Yeah, but why we did our makeup when we didn't need it.
Yeah.
And
It's
it
so
was
true.
just, I think I also gave up though. Like, I've seen some clips where I'm just like,
You're like,
my
that's
hair is crazy, and you look like perfect ballet bottom.
Oh my god.
I like woke up, went to dance class. I'm like, what
You're
am I
like, forgot
doing
to brush
here?
my teeth. No, I'm kidding.
Probably.
Probably.
Honestly.
What do you think is like the biggest thing that you've learned from online hate, from comments about your body? What is the biggest takeaway, and like what have you learned from that?
Well, I think now I think of those people as just, people that are bored and just want to do something with their life and they have nothing else to do but hate on someone. Because, the least you can do is just, if you're gonna comment, just say something nice. Or
What is that saying? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
Exactly. I mean, that's like cheesy, but it's true. It's so true. And I think everyone needs to, learn from that, because I feel like a lot of girls just even in school are dealing with this, with random people from their school commenting and just bashing on them. And it's so hard being a teenager in this generation. Like, I just feel like it's so hard. And I feel like we just need to hype each other up.
That's literally all we have left. We have to celebrate each other as individuals for the good, the bad, the in-between, because we're all individual for our own reasons, and we're all beautiful in our own ways with our flaws included. Like,
right. And the hate will never go away. Like, I know we will not, by doing this, we will not change anything.
No,
but it's just like, the least you can do is just comment on a girl's photo and be like, you look good. And I do that on all my friends.
Even if it's like not even on the scale as big as Instagram, as, like we have a lot of people commenting.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it be that, or whether it be literally a girl at school and another girl bullies her and says, you look ugly, or whatever it may be. That is not okay. And that should not be accepted. That should not be allowed. That should not be normalized. Hate, bullying, all of that should never be normalized, because that is just not realistic.
No.
I mean, unfortunately, it's like a thing. It's always been a thing, but it's heightened now because of the world we live in, because of like all these platforms. And I think like we need to really speak up on like slowing all of the hate down, because it's just not cool, guys. Like, it really isn't. And I know, like, I think even me and you, we've been guilty of like saying mean things to each other, but like we never really mean it.
No.
Whether it be as small as like just looking at you and being like, you look so cute today, or I love your outfit, or your hair looks really nice. Things like that boost your day.
It makes your whole day. Like when Maddie says my outfit looks cute, I'm like, that my outfit definitely looks cute then.
I love that.
Another thing, I think we should talk about mom, because I feel like for me, mom has been so like, she's just been great in this situation, because even being in dance competitions, there definitely have been some crazy moms with their kids about their body image and what they look like all the time. And I feel like mom has always just been like, you do whatever you want. You eat whatever you want.
Our mom has never put us on a diet, or never told us we have to eat a certain way,
or work out or anything.
I'm so lucky we have that. It's rare to have that, Kenzie, sometimes. Like,
I know.
We're extremely lucky that she's just let us live how we want to.
And she always hypes me up. Like, sometimes I come downstairs and she's like, your body looks so nice. You look beautiful today. And I'm just like, that makes me so happy that I just have such an amazing mom. Like, I can just come down the stairs and she just, even in my pajamas, and she's like, you look beautiful. And it makes me so happy having a great mom.
I mean, she's gorgeous. I hope I look like her when I'm older. She is gorgeous.
She looks younger than she did 10 years ago. I don't know how that's possible.
I know. She did a little Uno reverse.
I know. She reverse. But also, like, for her, I feel like she's gotten so... we're talking about mom now, but I'm like, I feel like she's gotten so confident in her own body, too.
She has. And it's a great example for us to look up to, because it's like, oh, like, as a woman with 2 children... she's able to find a new level of confidence for herself and love what she's wearing, love how she's feeling. Like, it's inspiring.
She wears her cute little mini skirts.
Sometimes I'm like, okay, mom, you look a little too similar to me and Kenzie. You're dressing too much like a teenager. But
no, that's how it used to be. Like, I remember we used to show up to restaurants wearing the same outfit. But now I feel like she dresses way different. She dresses in Lululemon mini skirts, a bright t-shirt, and bright shoes that match her t-shirt. And I love it.
I know.
It's embarrassing, but I love it.
I think we're past the point of like feeling embarrassed. It's just like, you look cute. I think like lastly to like really tie this in is like we, especially for people who have watched us grow up on social media, you've watched us before we hit puberty.
Yeah.
Like we were babies. And I remember like one of the first comments I ever got about my body was, oh my gosh, you gained weight. You don't look the way you used to look. And I'm like, yeah, because you were watching me when I hadn't even developed boobs yet. Like I hadn't got my period yet. I was still very much a child, and I'm still not even a full adult yet. And I'm like, my body's still gonna change. Like, sorry, I don't have the same like little body I used to have. Like, I'm growing into womanhood. Like,
but also that just makes me mad because it's like, it's also none of your business. Like, you have no right. You have no right to tell me what I used to look like and how I look now. You know what I mean? Like, don't compare, because I don't know. It just makes me mad. Sorry.
I know. But like, every body is beautiful.
Yes.
Every body should be celebrated. Like I said, for the good, the bad, the in between, because everyone deserves to feel their best. Everyone deserves to be celebrated for themselves.
100%.
And I think self-love is just like a hard thing, but it's something that is so important and so like, it just needs to be so accepted at this point in life.
Right. And maybe just go hype up someone today.
Kenzie, you look so beautiful.
You look stunning in your PJs.
Thank you.
You're
You look
welcome.
stunning in your cute outfit that I'm jealous of.
Oh, do you want to take a picture of me?
Yeah, I'll take a picture of you. Okay, we gotta go. We need to post on Instagram.
Bye.
Thanks so much for taking 20 with us. If you had fun, please give us 5 stars.
You can follow us on Instagram at Take20Podcast.
Email us at take20@iheartradio.com.
Or you can call us at 844 for Take 20.
See you next time. Bye.
I hope you guys like this video and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that like button down below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments below what else you would like to see. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.